Hi students, welcome back to our session. Today's session we are going to discuss compound interest. Exercise 2C. Question number 11. A man borrows rupees 10,000. So this is the principal at a 10% compound interest. So R is equal to 10% compounded yearly. So this it is important. So when it is yearly means we need to take the time period, it is t is equal to 1. At the end of each year he pay back 30% of the sum borrowed. So every year, at the end of the every year, he is going to pay 30% of the sum it is nothing but principal. So in the principal, 30% of the principal he will pay every year at the end of every year. How much money is left unpaid just after the second year? So after the second year, how much the amount is left we need to calculate. First I am going to write here solution. Here we have principal is equal to 10,000 given values and rate is equal to 10%. Time period here it is we have 2 years and next they have given 30% of sum. 30% of sum he is going to return every year. So here 30% of the sum is 30% of sum we have here it is 10,000. So I can write here 10,000. So 30 divided by 100 into 10,000. So what we'll get here? 2 zeros it is going to be get cancelled. So the leftover here 30 into 100. So it is nothing but 3,000. So every year at the end of every year he repay rupees 3,000. Okay, now we need to calculate for 2 years. First I am going to calculate for first year. Okay, now for first year, compound interest is equal to first year principal rate into time divided by 100. Here we have principal it is 10,000, rate it is 10%, time it is 1 divided by 100 because of here it is compounded yearly, not off yearly. So when you cancel those 2 zeros and left over here 1,000 rupees. So I can write here 1,000 rupees. So this is a first year compound interest. Now we need to find out amount. So amount is equal to, for first year principal plus first year compound interest. So first year principal we have here it is 10,000 plus 1,000 rupees interest. So if you add you are going to get first year amount is equal to 11,000 rupees. Now here at the end of the year he is going to repay 3,000 rupees. So amount left at the end of first year is equal to, so totally we have 11,000. So in that 11,000 he is going to pay every year 3,000 rupees. So left over here 8,000. So this is the first year amount. Now I am going to calculate for second year. For second year compound interest is equal to P2 into R into time divided by 100. So this first year amount it is going to be carried for the second year principal. So I can write here 8,000 into 10% interest, time period it is 1 divided by 100. So if you simplify here, we are going to get two zeros it will get cancelled. So the leftover amount here it is 80 into 10, it is 800. So this is the second year compound interest. Now here we need to find out the amount for second year. For second year is equal to second year principal plus second year compound interest. So second year principal we have 8,000 plus interest it is 800. So here rupees 8,800. So this is the second year amount. Now we need to calculate the value of money paid at the end of the second year. At the end of the second year is equal to, from 8,800 we need to subtract 30% of sum, it is 3,000 rupees. So here we will get 5,800 rupees. Therefore the third year principal is equal to 5,800 rupees. So in this, money paid at the end of the second year it is 3,000 rupees. From 8,800 if you subtract 3,000 rupees, here this is a leftover amount what we have to pay to clear the debate. So this is the amount, this is the money left unpaid just after the second year. Just after the second year it is 5,800 rupees. Even this it is going to be carried for the third year principal. So this is the final answer. Okay, now if you look at the question number 10th, we need to find the sum. So this is the sum it is unknown value invested at 10% compounded annually. So annually means we need to take it as the time period it is 1, on which the interest for the third year exceed the interest of the sec by 252 rupees. Okay, now here, now if you look at this question, we don't know the principal. So here I can take principal, let x be the principal, let x be the principal, and they have given a rate is equal to 10% and time period. Now listen carefully, they have given for 3 years. Okay, so just I am going to write here for 3 years. Now if you look at this question, the interest for the third year exceed the interest of the first year. So from third year interest, if you subtract the first year compound interest, we are going to get the value it is 252 rupees. So by using this condition we need to find out the principal, the sum we need to find. Okay, it's fine. Now here just I am going to apply the formula here. The compound interest for first year is equal to, so here we know the principal it is going to be x. So principal into rate into time divided by 100. So principal we have x, rate it is 10, the time period it is 1 divided by 100. So if you cancel the term, here we are going to get 0, it will get cancelled, x divided by 10. So this is the first year compound interest. Now I am going to calculate the amount of first year. Amount is equal to, for first year principal plus first year compound interest. Okay, now first year principal it is x, so x plus compound interest it is x by 10. Okay, this is the first year compound interest, so I can write here it is x divided by 10. So if you simplify this by taking LCM, adding the terms, you will get 10x plus x divided by 10. It is nothing but 11x divided by 10. So this is the amount for the first year. Now here we are going to calculate compound interest for second year. Now I am going to calculate for second year. For second year, here we have compound interest is equal to second year principal into rate into time divided by 100. So in this we have here, so the first year amount we need to carry for the second year principal. So I can write here 11x divided by 10 into rate, it is we have rate, it is 10%. So I can write here 10 divided by this 100. We are going to calculate for 1 year. So here 0 0 it will get cancelled. So the left over here 11x divided by 10 into 10, it is 100. So this is a second year compound interest. Now here I am going to calculate the amount. So here amount for second year, amount of second year is equal to second year principal plus second year compound interest. So in this condition I have second year principal, it is 11x divided by 10. Here we have 11x divided by 10 plus compound interest, we have here 11x divided by 100. 11x divided by 100. So if you take LCM for this, we will get 100. So 110x plus 11x divided by 100 you will get. So when you add this, 121x divided by 100. So this is the amount for second year. So this is a second year amount. Actually we need to find till third year compound interest. So here I am going to write a compound interest for third year. Compound interest for third year is equal to third year principal into rate into time divided by 100. So this I need to carry for the third year principal, second year amount. So 121 divided by 100 into rate, it is 10 divided by 100 into 1. So in this condition, if you cancel the term, what will get here? 1 0 1 0, it will get cancelled. 121 divided by 1000. Okay, so this is a compound interest for third year. Actually here the given value is the given condition, the third year compound interest. If you subtract the first year compound interest, we are going to get the value here, it is 252 rupees. Okay, now here the third year compound interest, it is 121 divided by 1000 minus we have first year compound interest. So the first year compound interest we have here x by 10. So this is a, remember carefully, this is a compound interest for first year, x by 10. So the first year compound interest here, it is x divided by 10. This it is 121x divided by 1000 is equal to 252 rupees. So here we have the LCM for 1000 and 10, it is 1000. So I can write here 121x minus, to get here 1000, I am going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 100. So here we have 100x and both it is now 1000, common I can write here 1000 is equal to 252. Now here from 121, if we subtract 100, we will get 21x divided by 1000 is equal to 252. Now 21x is equal to 252 into 1000 divided by 21. Now if you cancel the term, what we'll get here? 121 is 21. Here it is 1 possible and left to 1 time. Here 4 is remainder 42. So I can write here 2 times. So here you will get 12,000. So here this is the value of x. So here x is equal to 12,000. Here x I have taken the principal, therefore the required principal is equal to rupees 12,000. So this is the final answer.